Hey everybody, Hi Lord Tamerlane back with more Obscurities in miniature. We're digging back into the Shadow Sphere box today, and it looks like we've got the parts here to make the knifiest of big knifers, the Knifey Primaris Lieutenant in Phobos armor. Copyright trademark. So, very tactical looking dude here. Got all kinds of bling all over his vest. He's got his cool piece of rubble to stand on. He's got pouch upon pouch that would make Rob Liefeld jealous. He's got his cool little custom backpack armor thingy. He's got a big honking knife, even though I don't think he has rules for it, and a fancy bolter carbon. I'm not even sure, but he's got like a laser sight, purity seal, and gonna have to have stuff drilled out because we can't ever have an actual, barrel to a gun. Pretty cool looking helmet, actually. I do like that. That is pretty neat. Armor really reminds me of the Reaver armor, especially the butt cheeks. It's just, yeah. You'll have to forgive my poorly painted Reaver here that has no chapter markings because I could never make up my mind if he's going to be a Crimson Fist or an Ultramarine, so I just didn't bother finishing it one way or the other, but yeah. So the lower leg armor is pretty similar there. The backpacks are obviously different. The torso... Oh, crap. I already screwed it up. Well, learn from me. Don't touch everything with your big potatoey fingers. So not a whole lot of pieces here. Oh, that's right. I'm like, I knew he had more knives. So here's another pair of knives and his grav chutes that go on his backpack. Okay, I'm going to start chopping this guy off and we're going to put him together, shall we? All right, let's check it out. We got our new Lieutenant in Phobos armor here, looking all sly and cool with his extra knives that, I don't think he actually has rules for. A couple interesting things. So this is the first time I've seen the grav chutes actually attached to the top of the backpack. I know with the actual original Reaver kit, they were actually separate pieces, and I've had quite a few breakages on those. Really, I like the pose. It's very dynamic, especially compared to this dude just kind of standing there chilling with his knife out. And considering how many Reavers I've got with knives all in their hands rather than actual guns, that's probably going to fit in quite well. So I'm always a sucker for guys with too many melee weapons that they can't practically use. So I guess he could use two, but I'm pretty impressed. And I really do like all of his extra gear on his helmet. Very nice looking there. I'm eagerly looking forward to painting him, even though it's going to be a pretty simple paint job because he's just going to be in that generic ultramarine looking blue. I know my blue is a little bit lighter than the studio colors that GW uses, but that's okay. One thing that bears being said, I do like the fact that most of the Primaris armor so far, at least, is nowhere near as ornate and as baroque and richly detailed as a lot of the more modern traditional Marines has been. They're very just over the top in terms of what kind of presentation they've got. The extra bling on this guy's armor at least kind of makes sense. He is a lieutenant. He is kind of leading from the front lines, so it does make sense that he's got a lot of extra readout gear and, scanning equipment and whatnot on there. So, it seems plausible to have that. And he does have a couple purity seals too, so I guess that's his little personal touch. So I'm hoping that eventually he may end up getting his own individual release, but I don't remember if he was actually on an individual sprue or not. I think he was attached with somebody else in the actual box. But who knows? Maybe they'll recut everything later on. It's hard to say. Thankfully, there are enough third-party sellers out there willing to part out Shadow Sphere boxes. So if you're interested in this kind of a figure like that, there is that option available. Most likely for me, I'm going to end up using him in Kill Team, even if it's just as a Reaver, even if it's just as a Lieutenant, even if it's just as some other generic guy than what he actually is supposed to be. That is what it is. I'm looking forward to painting him, so I'm going to stop talking here and get him started, and we'll see if I actually finish him anytime soon. So I'm going to wrap things up. With that said, this is Lord Tamerlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching. Bye-bye.